afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing? I hope well. Mm. Ah, Joe, you're the man. Hope you're doing well. Joe gifted 5 memberships. He's a hell of a guy. Can't wait to meet Joe when he gets here. We were both on a live stream this morning that we couldn't see each other, which is the norm. Actually, it's hit and miss. Sometimes I can see him, sometimes I can't. Hey Ralph, how you doing? Nikki, thanks as always. Tommy J, how are you, my friend? Um, and again, I'll say, hopefully it's not going to be too long a one. The I'll show real quick. I'll probably show it more than. Let me go back here. Hey Maui, how you doing? Uh, Let me go here and I'll add this. They've already taken the axle with the torsion bars out. It's in the process of being converted to a leaf spring with 4 shocks on, or 2 shocks on each side, and 15 or 16-inch tires. I don't know yet. So it's the trailer now is up on that, but the solar man who did my solar, who did a bunch of stuff, that big tanks, the rack for it, everything. He did a lot of work here. He was the one that did the that I had help me on the front pond. So here, I'm going to turn the volume down. I don't think I need it. This, I think that it's going to be okay. I thought first that the levelers were going to be too low, but once he pulled them up into place where he's doing that side there, I didn't really get a picture of this. This is the video it's still ongoing that I filmed yesterday, but I'm going to have him weld that across there too. And he's got some more bolts that are going in. So I feel pretty good about the rack. It will probably. I'm hoping he's going to come over today. That's one of the reasons that I was talking about. But that's the. Let's see. You can see the way it kind of moves up and down. There's going to be on this side. There's going to be a plate. He has the winch. He has the. I bought a remote for it, but it isn't up as high as I thought it was going to be, because I think that where the trailer's at now is about where it's going to sit. So, or I'd be happy with if it's sitting where it is, which I'll know. He's supposed to have that done Monday or Tuesday. The axle and everything's supposed to be done, and then he's going to install it on Wednesday and Thursday. So by the end of next week, it should be done. He has more bolts. He took that with him last night so that he could put the winch on it, put the lights on the back. It came with lights too, signal lights and brake lights. So he did a good job. It looks good. And I don't know if PJ's here or not, but when he comes in, I'll show him this deal. You can see the 2 pieces there. So I'm hoping that's going to keep it more stable. I mean, I know it's going to keep it more stable than if it wasn't there, if it was just one. But I think it's going to work out good. So we will see. Let me just go back to the clothing donation. Good for you, Ralph. So hopefully it will. See now, Joe, I would think that if either one of us had each other blocked. Okay, you are here. Hope you're doing good. The we wouldn't be able to see each other now, I don't think, if we were blocked. But in case anybody knows, me and Joe have an ongoing thing. We can't figure it out. I've got like 500 trolls in my cannot see or whatever, just link. Maybe I'll let them all out, because he says he hasn't got him, anybody blocked, and I don't have him blocked. He doesn't have me blocked, but yet on some channels we can't see each other. So anyway, but yeah, I think it's going to work good. Those are just 3 little sections that I took off. I've got them where they were pulling the axle out and that kind of stuff. So when he comes back today, I'll finish up the trailer part of it, and then I'll probably only put it out in one video, but I'll show it on here when I get it on. When I get it on here, PJ, I will take that little clip and we'll see it of me putting it on there, and but it isn't as high as I thought it was going to be. So I thought maybe I was going to have to be, up 5 stories trying to hold on to the handlebars, but looks like I'm going to be like this and just walk it up. So it should be good. He's going to weld a piece of steel there and put it on a plate. It'll come up through, I think this way. I bought 2 of the bolt-on rollers that the cable goes through, and then come up to another one on top, and then come across to the bike. So when it comes up, it'll be on that part of it. Come up like that, pull the bike up, come down. I'll probably leave it on there during transportation. And I bought those. I was really happy with the, like I said it the other day, and I didn't grab them when I was in the house, but well, maybe I have it on here. The tie downs that I got, I'm really happy with. I mean, the stitching and the mechanism itself. Even some of the cheap ones that you get in the United States, this is like 10 times better. They were 100, but they were $3 a piece. Let me see. Excuse me. Let me see. I did find an. Let me show it to you here. I did find an oven, so I might order that today too. A gas-fired pizza oven. If anybody's here that knows the fiasco I've been going through on that. Okay, let me see. Track products. No. My orders. All orders. Okay. Let's see. Right here, they are. In case anybody wants them, because like I said, I don't get excited over stuff, but these were. Here, let me see. Come on. What am I doing? Need to get back here. Need to go here. Need to go here. Share screen. What happened? Okay. These right here, man. 99 baht. They've got a little keeper on the clip end of it. You can see the stitching, and the stitching is phenomenal. For some reason, I want to say I've heard of this lift all deal, and I mean, I'm sure they're Chinese. I mean, but they are really, really nice, from the ratchet itself to I'll put it this way: I've gotten just total crap in the United States, and this stuff is 10 times better than what I got. And then let me go back here for 1 second, just for the heck of it. Let's go. Maybe I can find that. I have to go to here. Come on. And where is it? There. It's got a hand spinning. See the hand under there? It's 12-inch. It's gas fired, and it's 9,000 baht or whatever, 89. So I'll probably get that just for the hell of it, and then I'll leave the other one in Ubon, and then the pellets there, and that way, if my wife wants to have something here, I can do it. Hey James, how you doing? Question: what was your first week in Thailand? Me? Oh, okay. Just from the questions that Robbie was asking this morning. Mine was awesome. I wasn't I wasn't chasing women, so I was in Phuket in Kamala. I had rented a PCX, and I was cruising all over Phuket. And me, winding my face on 2 wheels. I was happy. It could have been a skateboard with 2 wheels. It didn't matter. But I really liked my PCX. That was the reason I bought it. I rented the PCX for 2 weeks. I was in Surin Beach, which is right next to Kamala. Um, it was it's an awesome hotel. If you guys ever watch 20 Seconds in Thailand, he's done 2 or 3 videos from the top of that hotel. They've got a restaurant bar on the top floor, but it overlooks the bay. It's awesome, gorgeous, and depressed as hell and not knowing what the hell life had in store for me. But other than that, I was in a different position. Most of the people I think that are going to come here are going to either probably widowed or divorced. Um, I think so. They're probably not going to be on the top of their game, but a lot of guys are going to go straight to Pattaya too. You got to remember when I came here, first it was only fresh. It was only 3 months since she had passed, I think, and it was it wasn't at the top on my list, of what I wanted to do. Now, if it would have been after one of my divorces, I probably would have been broke after the first day and drunk and passed out somewhere in Pattaya. But otherwise, I had a great time. I loved it. I loved it. There he is. That was a question that Robbie was asking this morning. I watched Les, if you guys aren't familiar with, was he did a deal on um, is it the right place to come to Thailand and all that, and I agree. I agree. Les is a great guy. I agree with what he said and what they talked about. It's a good video if you guys want to watch it. But it was me. It's more retirement. He was talking about coming here and trying to get a job and live. I never ever talk about that because I'm the people that I'm talking to mostly are retired. People that are retiring uh, probably wouldn't be the best place in the world to come unless you did internet stuff and stuff like that. But as far as retirement wise, like I said, I think 99% of the people that come to Thailand and to look at it to retire, stay a good amount of time, 3 months or whatever, 6 months better. Um, it took me 2 weeks. I knew this is good. This will work. My dollar stretches enormously, and um, uh, it's perfect. The weather's good. I loved it. Robbie's editing. I think you're editing the motorbike deal, right? You have some kind of a motor deal on it. Put an electric motor on the pizza and gear reduction to fast. Yeah, toppings will fly. They have one 17,000 bot that is motorized. But I figured for the hell of it. But it would actually, unless your hand, um, I don't know what the insulation is like in the bottom of this thing. I'll find out. Um, unless your hand under there trying to spin it is going to get burnt. It would be nice to be able to, because even when you're in there and you're trying to get it with the whatever you're lifting it with, it sometimes it could be too long. You're just a little, I didn't get it that time. By time, doesn't take much, man. When you've got those things, the only good thing about with the LP is you can just turn it down. With the pellets, you either got to slide it way out and wait for it to die. I had a pretty good process of doing it when I was doing them for the party for the house party. It 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 turned out that I put in 3 or 4 handfuls of pellets, went into the house, made the pizza, brought it out, and it died down, but the temperature was up, the stone was good and hot. I put one big handful in there and slide that pizza in there and watch it and turn it, and about 4 minutes, 5 minutes, it'd be done. But I want something that I can find a spot on there, full bore, let it get hot as hell, lay it on that stone, and then crank it back, and then it'll be nice. I think we'll see. It's I don't know. We'll see. Good chance you'll be at Sturgis. Yeah, that's the one. Ralph's got it. The Sturgis of Thailand. Yeah, and there's supposed to be Dana, he gave me a heads up and sent me an email and stuff on one that's going on in Hua Hin. I think the God, when is it? First week of March or something. I think the first week of March. Yeah, I don't think I didn't have a choice. I mean, when I think mine was the same. If I remember right, Robbie said his answer or his deal on one of them was that he didn't get in until 1 o'clock in the morning. That's about was the same time that I got in 2 o'clock in the morning in Phuket, and that's when I said I was never been here. Talked to a guy about it 3 years earlier in Costa Rica, and but I was in total amazement. I'm going, what the hell's with the 7-Eleven? I'm looking down the street and I see four of them, going driving from the airport to the hotel. That and everything back then, which I think they got a big influx of Russian people now. Every other sign was in Russian, and I thought that was weird. I didn't know um, about that, but and I was really surprised. Another thing about being there and driving around and enjoying myself the first week, I did anyway, was I didn't know much about Muslims. The only thing I knew was bad, the let's kill Americans and blah 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 blah. And all I got in Phuket was a bunch of smiling faces, the best Masiman that I've had, and happy go lucky, and because I didn't really check into it, and I don't like talking about stuff that I don't check into, but I guess anybody could read into whatever they wanted in the Bible or whatever they got. They could make it say whatever they want. So there's good and bad everywhere, right? It doesn't matter where or what you're doing. There's always a good and a bad person, people, whatever. But I always wanted to go to Sturgis, maybe next year before retirement. And now when you come here, or when you leave there to come here, are you coming here for good? Like selling everything and you're on your way, or you still going to go back and forth? I know a lot of people. Like I said, with this one here, that was the original plan, was to get a big pusher, and we had a Class C at the time, to get a big pusher, and I built that big garage, and there was a place next to the grow rooms for a 45-foot or whatever. I probably would have got a lot smaller one once I smartened up, but to fit in there. So that was going to be the plan, and then go to Costa Rica. I would have taken, if she would have went Panama, Thailand, all these different places each year, and spend 6 months in one until we said, this one here I think is a good one, and then maybe buy a place, whatever we were going to do. A lot of the places, like in Costa Rica, you can buy land, buy houses, buy that kind of stuff. Of course, in Thailand, that's a touchy subject, but as far as I know, you can't. You can't own the land, but you never know. Um, I don't know. I'm sure there's ways around everything. I heard that you could start a corporation, and I don't know. I love my wife. I trust my wife. I bought two houses for my wife, and they're in her name, and I don't care. Like I said, I know of people that I've seen on YouTube that they're either scared or they don't trust their wives. They've been married for a while too, but they don't buy nothing. And I guess if they need to hang on to their money that bad, then let's do what you got to do. But they like to crucify other people, saying you're going to get taken, it's going to take everything you got. Blah, blah, blah. And then somebody had reminded me too. Not reminded. My wife told me. She said, "No, here in Thailand, if something happens, you get you get your share of whatever that in the real estate in the house." I don't want nothing. Like I said, I don't know. It's a weird deal. I trust my wife. I love my wife. She can have everything I got. That's all. And if, like I said, if she is taking me for a ride, man. Boy, she deserves every penny she gets. Let's see. Will you buy me one? Let's see. Funny when you see a Muslim woman on the beach. Yeah, yeah, head to toe. But like I said, man, I was, kind of standoffish. All the stuff I seen, Iran, Iraq, that Muslim, you know, they're chanting "Kill Americans" and stuff like this and that, and what you hear on the news and all that kind of crap. It was like, okay, let's go see. And I was there for, I don't know, 10 minutes after I went to the first market and ran into. I don't know if anybody's been to Phuket or whatever that part. That island is very heavily Muslim. In fact, you could wake up if you live there. You plan on waking up at 5 o'clock to that big speaker doing that crazy music uh, early in the morning and throughout the day. But smiles on their faces. A lot of them spoke English. Their kids there, gracious. Just, I guess I like to take somebody for what they are, not what somebody tells me. I mean, you know, I'll judge somebody on my own face to face. Let's see. I'll be there for good. No going back. Yeah, that's the way I feel too, Ralph. I'll go back. I'm gonna try to go once a year. I having a hard time getting my son to at least FaceTime me once a month. And I can't blame him. My mom, I know for years, she's turning in her grave, going, I told you." Because when I was growing up, once I split out of the house at an early age, uh, 16, 17, um, it was, you'll someday you'll worry about, and I don't worry about where he is, or and she wanted me to call her damn near every day. She would have been happy. And I think about her a little bit now because she passed away, I believe, in March. Um, and her birthday's Valentine's Day. So it's hard to forget, but rest in peace, Ma. And I know she's happy. If she got what she wanted, her religion, like I said, 6 o'clock every morning, 7 days a week to the church, and take the communion and bring it to the hospital and give it to the people, in intense whatever, and working with the babies. And, she was I called her the death monitor in her church or parish. If someone passed away, she was the one that consoled them and got a hold of them and set up with the this and the that and the ceremonies and the burial and all that. She did all that crap. She was a hell of a woman, my mom. One of a kind for sure. Um, One of a kind. But I think about her now because we're getting close to that date, and I think I need to. I think I need to get my wife something for Valentine's Day. And people that think that the Thai women don't know about Valentine's Day, you're full of shit. Anything that I think a normal person, a human being, a day that somebody gives gifts, whether it be flowers or chocolate or whatever, they know about it. So I gotta get her something. I don't know what I'm gonna get. We had a good. We went to our favorite place overlooking the reservoir there. And we were going to go to a new barbecue place. I told her aunt's been here for a week. She decided to stay another week from Bangkok. And I said she doesn't get to go out much yeah, but I said maybe we already took her once to one place around the corner. I said, see if she wants to go. And there's a new place, and we went there, and they were just packed. It was Chinese New Year's too, so we jammed over to the reservoir and had some good food. But and then I'm screwed up too with my legs. I think I'm twitching around more than normal. A week ago, I fell and there was a problem with the pump, and I tripped over a freaking block, building block, and just crashed my knee on my left knee, and right below the shin, between the shin and the top of my foot. It felt like I cut it. That's how much the pain was. It didn't break the skin, didn't do anything. And I didn't see nothing, it hurt like hell. And then 2 or 3 days later, I seen a bruise on there. And then that's when my wife started on me. You need to go to the doctor. You need to go to the doctor. So I went to the doctor night before last, and he said, you should have come in immediately. Because of diabetes or whatever, it's getting infected. So he gave me hot compresses, and that's another thing. People talk about the healthcare system. I went to now we usually use my wife's insurance. So when we went this time, they said, "Do you have your bank card?" And I said, "Yeah." You want it? Here, give it to them. I figured, well, maybe they want money up front. My wife was going, no, they just want to see if there's any insurance on there. Well, sure enough, there was 5,000 baht worth of insurance for if you get injured. If I was to, fall over on my bike and break my pinky or something, whatever. And this qualified as it. So what I'm getting to is the actual cost of what happened. So, and people from America, I don't know about Australia and the UK and France and Germany and Italy. I don't know about all them. I know about the United States. And I told the doctor when I got in there, we drove in, it was about 8 o'clock. I seen the doctor at 8:20, 20 minutes later. So I told him in the United States, I wouldn't have seen a doctor till 8 a.m. the next morning if I was lucky in an emergency room. And so he sent me for x-rays and then came back. He told me before, he said that I'm worried about it because you're diabetic and, blah, blah, blah. I said, okay. So went over there, got the x-ray, came back. There wasn't any kind of crack or fracture or anything like that. So he gave me these heavy duty, they're horse pills, man, like this, a regimen of whatever, 7-10 days. I don't know what it is. And what else did he give me? The compresses. So that when she went up to pay for the thing, she said the insurance wouldn't pay for the hot compresses. I guess they figure you can microwave a wet rag or something, which is probably smart. 200 baht. So I had to pay 200 baht for that, and the insurance company picked up the rest, which was 1,400 baht. So let's see, 1,600 baht. 1,600. I'm going to go 36 because it was damn close. 44 bucks. All right, $44 to go in 8 o'clock at night, get an x-ray, see a doctor. Actually, I saw the leg doctor, which was the guy that I actually saw originally for my knees. And then he sent me to x-ray. And then when I came back, I saw him again. And then he sent me to the surgical doctor. And then he saw me. And then he was a crack up too. But yeah, $44. So people that say anything about the, let me get this back on, the healthcare system here, make sure you check into it if they're talking negatively about it. Now, I'm talking about the private hospitals, but my doctor is in both hospitals. When I go to see him, because when my wife turns it into the insurance, the medication is way cheaper. Why? I don't know. So he said, and I've got a couple of them that are real expensive. He gives me the good blood thinners that he still has me on, I think. Like I said before, blood thinners are rat poison, have been for a million years. Low dosage of rat poison. Well, they've got a new one out that isn't as negative as it sounds, rat poison, but it's expensive as hell. And a couple other things that I take. So we go there. Now, I went once and I said, no, I'll pay the money. I'm not going to sit here all damn day. And we got in on a thing where we would normally go early in the morning, get our blood tests, and then all to get in the queue, and 9 million people in front of you, and take all day out of there at 5 o'clock. Now we go at 3 o'clock and we pay 500. I pay 500 baht, and I don't know if she pays less. I think she pays less because she's Thai. For whatever it is, overtime or something. And we're out of there, blood test, everything, 5:30. we're out of there at the same time, but we don't go until 3, and that's at the government hospital. So people that say that you can't get, oh, they're crappy, and probably. I mean, you're not going to be in a private room more than likely. You're probably going to be maybe on the floor. I don't know. Some people say maybe Farangs get treated a little bit different. I can only go out what I did at the at the uh, at the good well, I call it good hospital, at the private hospital, and I got treated better than they were treating half the Thai people in there. For some reason, they liked me. They must have looked at me and said, "He looks like Santa Claus. Let's not piss him off. I want a present this year." I don't know what it was, but they treated me well. Get your wife a third house. Yeah, I know. Yeah, gold is up too, isn't it? Is that what you're saying, or something else, Tom? Yeah, I'm not big on stock markets. I don't know nothing about it. Precious metals, gold, silver, and platinum can't go wrong as far as I'm concerned. And real estate through the years, I uh, never was always good to me. Put it that way. And then the house, anything with housing. But like I said, I did that final deal, and I think it was 1.9 million for that, or right at 2 million. I can't remember, with that parking structure and all the extra stuff. And I originally wanted to do it for 1.5. So I think it was a good deal. And we're talking about going there again. We haven't been in a while, and we were going pretty much every week up until recently after the party, and we haven't been there since the party. Good morning, my wife, Money Cat. But yeah, so I don't know. They're all a bunch of idiots. Hmm. They treat white America. They treated me awesomely, man. I'll tell you. I got nothing but good things to say about the healthcare system here, the doctors here, the care that I was given, everything just top notch, no doubt. I had my experience with Kitty at the hospital when she had dengue fever. They wouldn't talk to her, rather talk to me. Now we at that a private hospital, or was that at the government hospital? Hello, Dave's wife. Just walked out, Joe, but I'll tell her you said hello. Um, she's relaxed. She had a good time last night too. We had a good time. So anyway, so when I'm sitting, my feet are numb anyway from I guess the arthritis. I don't know. It never. It could be some of the medications I'm taking, and then it could be diabetes. I imagine it's probably diabetes. But anyway, it when it's sitting down and I'm sitting like that, it hurts a little bit. If I'm laying down or sitting up with my feet up, it's not as bad. But yeah, I don't know. People ask me a lot too about um, building or not, condos, and I don't know. If you have a significant other and you love them and you trust them, then do whatever you want, and don't be go with your gut. Don't be, well, she only asked for 100,000 baht 10 minutes after we met, and then she wanted 1 million baht that next week, but I never thought she would come after me and try to take my money. It's like, I mean, if you're an intelligent, halfway intelligent person, and you feel good, go with your gut. If I was a single guy and I didn't have a significant other, I'd probably go for a condo, 2-3 million, not a high, 9 million or something down in the, little 1 bedroom overlooking, good view of the water. Maybe not right on the beach, but within stone's throw, something like that. And have it so that it was in my name. But otherwise, I mean, when I buy stuff, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want my wife, who basically, as far as I'm concerned, saved my life in these videos that I'm going to be doing. You guys most of the people that are on here have already heard 90% of the stories, but she deserves everything that she gets, man, and more. I couldn't give her enough for what she has done for me. Since we've been together. It's been 4.5 years now, So it, I don't know, like I said, if something was, if she was to jump up tomorrow and say, "Ha ha, I got you," hey, man, let me give you a little extra because the job you did was just phenomenal. So go with your gut. Hey, Big Daddy, how you doing? I got you. I didn't answer. I got to answer some of the questions. I don't think I'm that far behind, but I know Big Daddy was one of them. But it hopefully in this series thing that I'm doing, I'm hoping that I can get people to understand that life doesn't end when your significant other of 20, 30, 40 years passes. And even if you're 60, 65, 70, 80, I mean, depends. It's all your health, but it doesn't have to. But I know the way I felt when I came over here. And it isn't, like I said, if someone was to just tell me, I'd have to sit down and talk with them for a while. And I'm more than happy to talk with anybody about that, especially because I would have said, "Oh, you're full of shit. I'm never going to love anybody. I'm not going to have anything. I'm waiting to die, blah, blah, blah." You know, you can have a real significant life. Let's see. Yeah. I'm waiting to do another one. I got right now, I wrote, because I know I'm going to be horrible on this. I've got, those are parts going down, and I've got a part six, part six, part six. So I've got at least six, and I stopped there. There's more after that. Is three of them are when I got sick, because I think I don't know. What do you guys tell me if you guys watched it? Was the video too long, or it was 15 minutes with the intro, which you guys could just fast forward through? I thought, I don't know. I guess for somebody that's interested, just like me, if I'm interested in something, I'll watch it. If I'm not, then I won't. But no, it sure doesn't end at all at 60. In fact, a whole new life for me. It's freaking awesome. And I dig Thailand. Married for 36 years. Yeah. Hey, Robert Mack, how you doing? Um, yeah, I mean, like I said, people just, those are the people that I want to reach with the deal. That's why I'm basically doing it. Is to hey Yads, how are you? Uh, okay, cool. I'm glad you liked it. Is that hopefully if somebody's like that, then they share it, and maybe the video gets a little bit of traction, not for money or anything like that, not even close, but the to reach the people that the guy that I would have been dead first off if I wouldn't have went down there. I would have if I wouldn't have met my wife and I wouldn't have come to Thailand, I would have been dead because I was a stubborn bastard, just the way I am. And I would have died in my house in Central California because I wouldn't have went to the doctor, not breathing, still smoking, and passed out right there and died on the floor of my home. Coming to Thailand, if I wouldn't have met uh, Nitnoy when that happened, and been at the house and her basically making me, go to the hospital, I would have died in my room in Kamala. So that's the one first point right there. Uh, but you need to, if you want to spend the rest of your days with somebody, whether it be sexual or not sexual or companionship, whatever, I think it's all out there as long as you're upfront with whoever you're with. Like, hey dear, I think you're a wonderful lady. I'm just not into whatever sex. I just want to enjoy company and go traveling with you and eat awesome meals, which will put smiles on all their faces, and just have a good time. And if that lasts a week, if it lasts a month, if it lasts 10 years, that's what's going to happen. Just be honest with the women and respectful, And I think that anything that you've got in your mind, because I know that was the furthest thing from my mind in the beginning. In fact, I was with the same woman for 30 years. I was kind of like, well, wow, what am I going to do? Before her, I had my share of hundreds of women, but I haven't in 30 years. So that worried me actually a little bit. It was one of my concerns. But as long as you do that, you can find somebody that, oh well, they just want the money. Well, sure they do. They're not stupid. I mean, they're here. They're most of them that I would think that a man of my age, I'm going to say 55 and up, um, seeing a 40-year-old woman, right? Uh, they First off, I think, and this is all my opinions, okay? So don't, but the women that I've met and the women that I've talked to, including my wife and others, is that it isn't so much that they think that their life's done. Well, I have, at 40, I think if you don't want babies, I wouldn't have wanted to hang around a baby, let alone I didn't even know if I wanted to be with a woman again as far as, a relationship. But, they, the kids, my kids now, once we got married, they became my blood. They were 14 and 16. Now they're 21 and 18. So, great kids. I wouldn't have wanted any other way. In fact, I would have been, knowing what I know and knowing them, I would have been a little sad that I didn't get to experience them. They're freaking awesome. But just be smart about it, and you can have pretty much what you want. You don't have to lay on a sofa somewhere and watch, Netflix. You can lay in Thailand and watch Netflix and go travel around and have a good time. And you don't need $1 million. It's not what they're after, but don't discredit anybody in Thailand, Southeast Asia, not just Thailand, in America, anywhere, because they by hooking up with you and they like you, obviously they don't, that they're going to have a better life. Well, sure, wouldn't they'd be stupid not to? Why not? They don't know what's going to happen. But and again, I'll get back to the same point, this culture and everything here. If you do meet somebody and they are working, and in Thailand they take care of their mother, their father, their grandmother, their grandfather. That's what that girl was told in her ear her whole life, was she's going to be taking care of her elders throughout her life. And uh, and if she's sending her mom and dad 10,000 baht a month, you need to send mom and dad 10,000 baht a month when you take her away from her work and swoop off to see to travel and do whatever you want. And I don't think I just heard people, Farang say, I ain't giving shit. I ain't doing nothing. You know what? Uh, F you. Get a brain. But yeah, those are the people I want to meet through the series. And I've been pretty transparent with everybody on this channel. Anyway, I think anybody that says that they met me and boy, is he a different person than he is on thing, I would be really, really surprised to hear somebody say that. So let's see what I missed here. I seen Craig's there. Uh, Life is done if you're in the U.S. as a 50-year-old. Yikes. Come to Thailand and be born again. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, man, hey, Rob, how you doing, brother? Hope you're well. I know you were up and down and sideways. Hey, Les, are your ears burning? If you're still here, I was talking about you because I saw your deal, and I agreed with what you were saying about is it the place to move to, Thailand, or to come to? And then once you started talking, I'm going, well, hell, he's not talking about retirees. He's talking about people coming here to make a living. I don't know what I'd think about that. Probably the same as what Les is saying. But probably not ideal, unless you're into computers and internet stuff and stuff like that. But retiring, I still stand by my guns. 99% of people that I think are retiring come here for 6 months and take a look at the place are going to probably stay. But yeah, I figured your ears might be. And then I saw your deal on. I didn't even know they make a 160 click. The last time I saw it, they made a 150. So now they must, because they make a 160 PCX, and or do they even make the PCX anymore? I know they make the ADVs. Did you look at the ADVs or no? Curious. I probably should have got on your sent you a comment. You're probably gone already. Let's see. Okay, what did I miss? Hello, fellas in the chat here on the Thai farm. And I watched yours. That the pizza oven looks good. I'm gonna buy this little gas fired one, but maybe I'll just hire you to come out here. I don't got no room to build it. I have to build it on the roof of this thing. But if you guys aren't subscribed, please think about it and check out Craig's little, I don't know what, entertainment center, barbecue, pizza oven, uh, fish cleaning station. Go check it out, man. Let's see. Walking in my shoes, Thailand. I agree. Plus, most part, Thai kids and young adults. Yeah, they do. More so than I think. I think that's the downfall of the United States. Is first off, all this generation or these kids now they don't have any respect for, and I just can't see how you could go through life without having respect and honor and that kind of crap, and expect to make it through. But they expect everything. Well, Bobby's dad gave him a ball, and how come I can't? You give me this, and why? Did you do something to make me think that you would deserve that ball? I don't know. It's horrible, but yeah, I think so, and even more so on the male and female. The females seem to, the girls seem to be um, just twice as twice as much as as the boys. Only the ones that I've seen could be totally off the mark, But from what I see, uh, I got to get over. Are you doing live stream? I haven't seen. I got to make sure that I'm. I haven't seen you coming up on me getting notified, so I got to check and make sure. If you guys aren't, please subscribe. Sparky, I haven't seen the latest one. I read it, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. And now that you said that, it said something about electrical, right? Hi, Andy, how are you? Hope you're well. It was a bit of both. Pete interviewed a young man. It was not a happy man. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's always the what I would think is just the. I don't know, man. I look at Thailand and the cost of living, how far your money can go, how cheaply you can live, how you can, like I said, if you watch me, my criteria for the ideal place is to be able to swim in the ocean on Christmas and New Year's. Um, you know, I, 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 I don't know what's not to like. If I got here, I would go, well, why? The only thing I can think of is maybe that people can't get used to the humidity, something like that. I just don't, they don't have a volatile government, a communist government. I mean, I don't know. Like, as I say, got to love Thailand, right? At least me anyway. Um, but yeah, I don't think I got to see the whole thing either, Les. I watched part of it. Yes, looked at the ADV, but preferred the click. Okay, cool. And I imagine there was probably quite a bit of difference in price. I don't know. I want to say that the click was like 50 or something or 60 and the ADV are like 80 or something, right? You probably know exactly what it is. But if you guys aren't subscribed, you should. Les is one of the good guys, and no bummer downer stuff and drama shit and all that. He's having living the dream, having the life, and has a great wife, and uh, love Thailand. We are on old school moral scruples and front. Yeah, and the sad thing for me to say is I look back because I didn't think I was a good person, and now I think I'm a good person, and my morality has changed from back in the day, and I think I'm better for it. I mean, I don't think that because I look at some of the stuff that we did at Lake Havasu and partying during the Copper Canyon and tops being blown off, and I watched one about 10 years ago, and this girl was basically in front of everybody, a young girl doing everything you could possibly think of, right? And I'm going, if her mother and father are watching this, they must go, "Oh God, we're so proud." I mean, it's like, is that something that you need to share and to have filmed? And we were wild when we were young, but my morality has changed, and I think for the better. I'm hoping anyway. When I see Uncle Curtis post the video, I know that he survived. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the ADV 350, and I don't know the supposedly they made a Forza 750, but I've never seen it. I obviously they make the ADV because I know people that got them, but I haven't ridden one of those, so I don't know. But yeah, I think good bikes. The Click with ABS was 69, and what were the other ones, like 80, right? You probably answered it somewhere. I want to say they were close to 80 for the ADVs, but I could be wrong. So 69, 9, 70,000. I think that's still a reasonable price, too. I don't know. I thought the Clicks were the ideal scooters when I first got here. Then I saw the PCX and I liked the 150. And then when they came out with the 150 Click, I thought that was a good one. And now they got a 160. But I went all over, and I'm a big boy, at 240, 250, maybe even more than that now. But with the PCX, and I went to Colac out of Camelot. I went to Krabi twice with just a back box and a bag, and did 4 or 5 days, and had a great time. He, I'm too old to jump on a bike and do like I did when I came from Pachuca to Surin 12 hours straight. Uh, you know, and even riding wise, I mean, some of that stint and some of the stuff that we went when I went with Maui and Bobby and all them when we went to Koh Chang and then over to Thanksgiving. It was we did a 3 hour because we were trying to make the ferry to get over there, which I was all for. But normally I'm an hour, and that PCX I wouldn't have wanted to hold that in the hot temperatures for much more than that, and I would take it like 90, 95 for 45, 50 minutes or whatever. I'd stop. And by then I'd get my old ass off the thing and need a bottle of water and get out of the sun, stretch a little bit and then get back on and go. So that's what I do now. I just don't rush. Because I started thinking, why? Why am I in a rush? We were in a rush that time because we wanted to catch a particular ferry. But otherwise, I'm retired. I don't need to be anywhere or do anything that I don't want to do. So let's see. Andy, Joe, everybody's saying hi to Joe. Wow, ADV has double the suspension and a great ride. Yeah, I haven't ridden one. I'd like to, but I don't know. My wife said she got 5 or 6 right now. I'm getting rid of the Himalaya. In fact, I've got the pictures and stuff, and I got it on a battery charger and cleaning it up and getting ready. I got to take the pictures and put them in the thing. I got one person that's interested, so I'll wait for him. Not a big deal. I don't need to sell it tomorrow. But yeah, I don't know. 119 kilo, I think. I don't know what is that? 119 kilo? I think so. Uh, there you go, Robert sub to channel. You'll get a kick out of the channel. Sadly, I miss your meetups and or in Cohoot on those dates. You're gonna be in Cohoot. That's a good place to be, though. I'd have to agree if I was. I'd rather be there, but yeah, we're gonna do it again. I'm gonna try to do it every maybe 4 months, 3 times a year or something. As we get more people or people want to meet. I still don't know. Does anybody know, is Jake gonna be able to make it or no? Somebody let me know. Yeah, you'll have a good time. I'm still haven't watched all your videos from your trip that you took to the one hotel that I know you said you really liked. But I like that trip, and we might take a trip there too. Makes you feel, yeah. But I don't know. I think that's like, gotta be 260, right? Or something. I don't know. Somebody can tell me. Um, Fat is what it is. I know that much. Um, let's see. Yeah. So I don't know. So that's the reason on the series deal. That's why I'm doing it. If I can help anybody, uh, by all means. And if you're watching this, hit me up, send me an email. I don't look at my emails every day, but I'd be more than happy to do whatever I can to convince you that it is real. I'm not lying here. I've been here 5.5 years and been married for 4.5 years, and just are loving life. Did life go exactly the way that I had wanted or anticipated? No, didn't. But if you believe in a higher power, I'd have to say they got a hell of a sense of humor because they sure like to pull that rug out from underneath you right when you think you've got something figured out. But having a good time here. Probably the best thing I could do for myself is get in better shape and get a chance at living 15, 20 years instead of probably 10, maybe. But like I said, if I could go, what am I, 67, 77, 80 years old even, I'd probably die a happy. I'd die a happy man tomorrow. But my wife wants me to hang out and shit. And as long as I'm not a burden on somebody, I'm all right. I'm okay with that. And like I said, that doesn't mean that if I'm still functioning and still have my faculties and I can't walk for 2 hours and I got to be in a wheelchair to go into the mall or whatever. That's okay. I don't have a problem with that. But if I'm a blithering idiot and have to wear diapers and stuff, no, I don't want to. I don't want to hang for that. I'd rather not be a burden on anybody. Slow here at 90 Sports this AM. Oh, speaking of sports stuff, is tomorrow morning the Super Bowl in Thailand at 6:30 a.m. or something? Somebody enlighten me because I can watch it on. They're going to show it's streaming. I have Paramount Plus, and I've got Paramount Plus, and they're going to show it because it's CBS oriented or whatever. Um, so I think it's tomorrow at 6:30. So I might actually watch the game. I don't know where. I don't know if Bobby's around or listening or Andrew, but I don't know where we would go. I'm sure there's a Farang bar or somewhere here in Surin that is showing the game. And then, oh, I showed you that one deal. What were the dates again, PJ, on that bluegrass festival? Hey, Jesse, how you doing? Ralph, that is why I measure my centimeters. Sounds bigger. 3:30 p.m. tomorrow here in the States. So 6:30. Okay, so it is 6:30 a.m. Monday. All right, cool. Thanks, Ralph. Appreciate that. So I'm gonna watch it. I don't know. Maybe I'll. If I had my pizza oven, I'd make pizza and invite people over. Maybe I'll cook breakfast burritos and invite people over. Although I don't know, I can't get the. I'm sure there's other streaming deals. Having problems with these Android 65-inch uh, TVs. Actually, the Samsung in there, not as much, but Apple just doesn't like to get along with any Google crap, or Google doesn't like getting along with them. Either way, but trying to just get Apple TV to download on this one, I'm having problems. It's I don't know, it's a nightmare. Dave just gonna watch the game. Yeah, I'd like to see Frisco. Frisco's kind of been my team since I moved up to Central California. I've been for quite a while, 20 years or something. So I'm hoping they can do something. All right, Les. Thanks for dropping in. I appreciate it. Hope you are well. We'll meet up soon somewhere. Maybe I'll meet on an island somewhere. Robert McMean, I hope that they show the game and don't spend all their time. Yeah, what's it with the Taylor Swift thing? Is that something that you could explain to me in the chat, or do I have to go to? Is there a YouTube video out that explains what the deal is? Because I have no idea. If I knew what that meant, I'd try it, Jesse. I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world. Luckily, I can push the on and off button. Ralph Lewis can't stand it. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was. Let's see. Missouri born, raised, goat cheese. Ah, okay. That's all right. Got to have two sides somewhere, right? But I didn't get to watch anything. Swift is dating a footballer, and she is annoying. Okay, I said okay. Now I guess so. She's dating somebody that's playing. I'm gathering. All right, now I kind of get it. But I've heard that a couple times. This Taylor Swift thing. Chiefs tight end Travis. Okay, all right. So now, all right, now I at least semi understand. Um. Anyway, so I'm gonna try to do one part a week, and we'll see how that goes. I'm thinking about trying to get ahead by one and let the members, because I don't do anything for the members. Members are being members out of the goodness of their hearts, like Joe. Joe's got a heart like this. It all goes to the kid. Like I said, I think it's we give him 1,000 baht uh, each each month, and it helps him. If you hadn't heard about the kid, he's a friend of our daughter's, and he he needs a little bit of help. So we've been giving it to him. God, it's probably been a year now. But what I told my wife is, because it all goes to her, but the it's $17.41 now. We got 25 members. Um, so I only have to give what is 10, not even $12 or something. So we're over half. You guys pay for over half of it, just so you know. Um, and so I'll do that, and then do a little incentive thing. If somebody wants to watch it a week early, they can catch it there, or maybe I won't do it. I don't know. I hate to say, oh, if you're this, you can watch that. But if it helps the kids, I'm all for it. Been trying to learn before the news comes in. I'll bet if Taylor Swift is sitting in the front row in the suite, Travis will giving her the ball if he makes a touchdown. That could be. I mean, you can't blame the guy, right? Plus, she's probably one of the few that probably make more money than he does, right? Couldn't tell you what. I couldn't either. Now, my wife, is she country or no? Or is she just music or whatever? I don't know. I've heard the name before. I've seen it. I know she's very popular, but I'm sure she makes a ton of dough. So whoever the guy has got that legs really starting to get to me. The is PJ? Are you still here, PJ? Or did you? Because I think I asked you a question, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I started rambling before I got it completely out. Uh, what were the dates again on that thing? And are you going earlier than I believe it's the 16th and 17th of this month? And if you're going up the day before, um, then uh, then maybe you can find out to see if you can actually buy a ticket at the entrance there. And if that's the case and I can secure a ticket for 2 nights or whatever, I might jam up anyway if the trailer's done. But if you're not, maybe I'll try it again and ask you again soon. But it's not far off, right? What's today? The 11th. Yeah. Swift did the sign for Clinton. This girl's on fire. She loves the Democrats. Yeah. Hola. How are you, Lewis? Good to see you. Yeah, I'll give you whatever information I got. Um, we're going. I still is Tommy. Are you still here? I think I did this the other day, and 13th. I'm going to be there from the 13th, which is a Wednesday of March. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, and coming back on Sunday. So the 13th, the 14th, 15th, and 16th, leaving on the 17th. The meetup is actually on the 13th of March, somewhere between 6 and 6:30, and I think it's called the Taco House. But there's Tommy. Tommy, is it called Taco House? Ryan came in right at the end of the live stream 2 days ago, but I believe it's Taco House. But I'll find out for you, Lewis, for sure. All her songs are about. Well, she could sing half my life then. Uh, want her to go away, I'm sure. Uh, someone Taylor, I guess. How you doing, Andy? Andrew, I should say. No, for her to go away, but she's so good. Yeah, it just seems like not too many people like her, do they? Good place. Is that is right? Taco House. Taco House. Okay, it's got to be Taco House. If it's different than that, I'll let you know, Lewis. But the 13th of March, 6:30 at the Taco House, and I'm hoping that I can get Ryan to go over there and kind of guesstimate how many people is going to be there because I don't know how big is the place. You've been there, I'm imagining, Robbie. You've been there. How big is it? Masiman. I don't know. Last time I had Masiman, you were me. You're gonna go potato. Okay. You're gonna go to Green Market. No. I'm not sure Green Market will have. Oh, the potato. Up to you. Or do you want to go to Green Market and just get food to bring back and not worry about making masiman? Up to you. All right. You want another thing? Up to you. Up to you. You know I like masiman. Big place, good size. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that I don't get this all together and go there and there's something going on and there's no one, no place to sit. What did Craig say? What did I miss? I've been to the taco house. Can't remember. I am hungry though. Oh, there we go. Swift is the first musician to make the solely on her songs and perform. Yeah, I know she made a crap load of money. But like I said, what is he, a tight end, wide receiver? He's doing well. I'd be kissing her ass and giving her footballs and shit too. Um, and I wouldn't give a shit what people thought about her. Oh, I'm horrible. But yeah, so hopefully Lewis has got that. 13th March, 6ish, Taco House. We'll have some fun. Looking forward to it. Stay out of politics, and they all like to stick their nose in it too, right? Whether the actors or singers or whatever it is, they get up there and get an Academy Award or music awards or whatever, and they got to say that give their 2 cents. Like, really? Are you some kind of an analyst? Got a college degree in politics, or I don't understand it either, Ralph. Um, they just gotta do it. They can't bite their freaking tongues. They gotta say shit. Kitty's saying hello. Hi, Kitty. Look forward to the 13th meeting you and Robbie. Oh, is she anti? I still don't understand that. And one of my good friends, I don't know if you heard me say it before, but Um, I had to actually call him and say, you're confronting my mom on Facebook over Trump. My mom was she loved the man, and he just is one of those guys that are, this guy's going to completely ruin, and I'm going, Republic, Democrat, why don't you guys just get your shit together and just be the president or whatever and do what's best for the frickin' people of the country, instead of worrying about whether you're Democrat, Republican, or anything. Do what's best for the, the country. And that's all I got to say about politics. Sticking out of the acting media. You're probably right. Did you hear what I was saying earlier? If you're going to be there a day earlier, if you would check and see, because maybe supposedly the guy knows that I want to take off in 4 days, 5 days. If he has the trailer done and you get there a couple of days earlier, because I don't know if you go early or not, um, and you can, they say, yeah, you can buy them here, then maybe I'll work and send you some dough or whatever and get me tickets, and then I'll take the ride. So maybe if you're going to be there, I don't know, you might be going the day of, I don't know. Love share, but her political views. Yeah, that's what my one buddy says. It's uh, you got a businessman over here that's crooked as the day is long, and you got a politician over here that's crooked as the day is long. Uh, Not one of them better than the other one. And what I love about, works both ways, but from what I've seen, it's like, oh, that this is what you want. Okay, I'm on the other side. Even though I do agree with what you're saying, I'm going to say no. Why would you do that? Because I don't. You're a Republican or you're a Democrat, and I don't want you to do anything. That's got the people, and that's the way that they all should be. What a bunch of crap. The only thing that I ever said about it was the United States is the biggest business in the world. Why not let a businessman give a try at it? Oh, okay. Oh, we gave him a try. Yeah, as you, every time he turned around, you tried to crucify him somehow. Not to say that they didn't do it to the other one, So I don't know. You'd think that at some point in life, it's about the people. Like I said, if I was in the United States and I was still voting, and all it would take is make gas $1.50 a gallon, you got my vote. Got it right now. That's all you got to do. You can do whatever the hell else you want. I've been hearing about this Social Security that Biden said that he was going to do, revamping extra 200 a month for all the people that actually need it, and nothing's going to transpire on it. Maybe right before the election, I don't know, but anything that either one of them says, they're all a bunch of lies. So they sit there and lie to everybody and don't give a shit about the country. Neither one of them. They could both say, "Oh yeah, this one's going to destroy the country. This one's going to." They don't give a shit. They want to make their money and screw up the other side if they can. It's it's freaking horrible. Andy's back. Stopped watching most sports a few years ago, but I've started to watch. I probably start watching. I kind of stopped when I left the U.S. 5.5, 6 years ago. And I was a big NASCAR guy. I mean, I wouldn't miss a NASCAR race, and I haven't watched any in 6 years. So it must have been that important to me. Oh, I'm not watching football because the multiple national anthems they will use. Is it multiple? Uh, yeah. What's correct? What's not? I don't understand. Me too. I won't watch Super Bowl, and that's the only thing. I tell you what, the only thing that I really enjoy watching, and I've actually watched here in Thailand, not as much as I did religiously, is Little League World Series. I like Williamsport is one of my bucket lists. If I still can do it before I die, I'd love to go there and spend 3 weeks in Williamsport and watch the shining stars coming up. I mean, some of the talent is just off the freaking hook. But that's what I enjoy watching. It's what we're oh, why are you doing this? Well, no, I really want to do this. It's not the 100 million a year I make. It's this, and then you completely screw up. Here's a kid out of the ghetto, right, and hasn't had two nickels to rub together, and all of a sudden, boom, he's making 100 million a year, and they wonder why. Well, we don't understand why he got into drugs and alcohol and this and that. I don't know. People are screwed up. Don't have to like the guy during this time. Things were much. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I didn't follow it, and I'm not a big. I don't like talking about it too much because it's really a hard thing to talk about. But I didn't, participate a lot, so I figured I didn't have a real say in what it was. And I didn't follow it, so I don't know. What's crazy is that out of 150 million eligible people for president, there are only two guys that we have on the table. Is that it? I laugh like hell at my buddy. I go, okay, I don't know nothing about politics, but I guarantee you could have, uh, ran I don't know, a chipmunk against Trump, and you would have won. Anybody but Hillary Clinton, and you would have won. So it's your own damn fault. And I firmly believe that. I believe that was their own mistake. My DVR program for the game. We'll watch it later. Fast forward through the pregame commercial. Yeah, there you go. Until somebody rings the phone and screams, "So and so won." It's a good idea. Hopefully, Budweiser. Yeah, they do have. I mean, I kind of jonesing for that. I haven't done it in a while. Okay, here he is, Ryan. Taco House, is that the name of it? And if we're going to have 20 people or so, do they need to have any kind of notice? Because we're going to do it the 13th of March at around 6:30. Let me know, but I think it's Taco House, but I know there's a couple of them. Yeah, I know NASCAR's like so weird to even watch. I talked to my buddy. I didn't watch it, but now they've got the race for the chase and the chase for the race and the this and well, you're not really. I'm going. Wow, whatever happened to the bootleg runners all getting together and hauling ass and trying to win a race? I don't know. They will be playing the BLM national anthem. I got a. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing. Yeah, for sure. I mean, how they change? I don't know. I guess they needed to do something. I know that it was sad. My buddy's kid, who is a driver, man, the kid's a driver. He drove the very entry level of NASCAR one season, came in second one race, got bump and run on a last lap of a short track that I was there at. I went and watched, and the kid is a driver. He would have I would have put him up against any open wheel racer racing, and he'd be up in the mix of it. And he was trying to get trying to get in a truck and back and forth. And basically, what the gist of everything that came down, this was 6 years ago, maybe something like that. I think it was before I came here. Uh, was if you don't have Coca-Cola in your pocket or you're not a female, you're not going to get a ride. They want you to, because things were getting so bad in NASCAR, they wanted you to come with a sponsor and not a just they wanted Nike and Coca-Cola and you know and I just thought it was kind of sad because the kid could drive and I was really hoping to get to see him show what he had. Haven't watched NASCAR much since Dodge pulled down Sterling Marlin retired. Yeah, I mean I used to watch. I watched it for years and years and years when the yellow flag went out. All you seen was people lighting up in the cab and holding their cigarettes up in the window. And that's when Winston Cup uh, was, you could say cigarettes and shit. but they were. I don't know if anybody remembers back that far, but they would. The smokers would. The yellow would come out. That was time to light up. Hey Johnny, how you doing? Glad you can make it. Uh, I think Ryan is. What did I miss? Did Ryan answer me because I'm on a run again? Uh, so it is Taco House. And do we need to get reservation or something? Okay, here it is. I would make a reservation, bring 20 people to any unprepared restaurant. Okay. Then maybe I can have you make that for me when I come close. I want to make sure I don't tell him 25 and we bring 40, or 25 and we bring me and you are the only ones that show up there. But if you could do that, that would be awesome. Uh, did I miss anything? No. What's Jesse said? Not joking about them doing not going to watch the spot of the country disrespects our country with the woke. Yeah, I don't God, I don't understand any of this stuff. I must have missed a lot. Yeah, back when it was the Winston Cup. Yeah. Yeah. It was watching Earnhardt and all the everything. It was awesome. Like I said, when we first got into Simi Valley, the only dishes they had those were big giant satellite dishes. And the awesome thing about that was I had one installed because I wanted to catch everything. Uh, when we're watching commercials on television, that cameraman is still following them around the track. So I got to watch from the start of the race to the end of the race. 100%. It was awesome. Thing was huge, but it was kind of funny because you get a bunch of live feeds. I think I told you guys I saw what was his name, the black guy that was on the uh, on the news. God, what was his name? Always a happy-go-lucky. I forget his name. If somebody said his name, I remember. Bryant Gumbel. Okay, and I'm sitting there watching it like 5 o'clock in the morning, cup of coffee, and it was a live feed, man. And somebody did something wrong, and you effing slamming shit down, and somebody didn't get him his coffee or didn't didn't something didn't go right. And I go, man, I wish I could have recorded that. That would have been good. Um, is that what BLM is? Bureau of Land Management? I think it's something different. Jesse will come in and tell. Yeah, BLM. Really? Those big dishes were great until next. Yeah, scrambling stuff. Yeah, in the beginning when I had it, man, like get all those live feeds at early in the morning. It was weird because people just didn't realize that the thing was going out live. Dave, check the website above. What was that? What's the website for? Ryan. The one that Ryan put up? Is that correct, Tommy? Ah, Black Lives Matters, BLM. Okay. That's what I said. I thought it meant something different. I don't understand a lot of that crap either. Um, I don't know. People are people are strange. I don't I don't understand. Okay, check out the website. Is that the one you wanted me to check out? The one that let's see. I can do it on my phone. Oh, okay. Taco House. Can I make them right through there, um, Brian? Or is it better to call them or something? Why don't I keep that there? That looks good. Beef nachos. I'll probably order one of everything. One of everything on the menu. BLM. Let's see. Wow, that's pretty good, man. I'm kind of liking that. How do I? Well, yeah. Let me know. Is this something that I can do, Ryan? Quesadilla looks good too. It all looks good. It says it's closed now. When are they open? 11 o'clock for lunch or something? All right. Let's see. All right. So anyway, so in case anybody's wondering, we're doing a meetup. Basically, anybody that really wants to come. On the 13th, we're going to be at the Bella. Somebody, somebody enlighten me again. Lose a kilo a week. That would be nice. That's what I need to do. I need to do something. No good for my knees. No good for anything on my body that's carrying. I don't want to get down below probably 200 pounds. Uh, I felt weak and stuff when I was down. The lightest I've ever been was 176, and that was a long time ago. And I felt weak. I felt best at like 195, 198, right around 200. Show the trailer video again. Damn, I'll be driving out to Taco. Are you're going to, or you are? You want to see him again? Push bike. Are you going, PJ? Are you going early, or are you going just the 2 nights? I'll show this again. I can do that. I think. And like I said, I'm going to have him weld that, and he's got more bolts that are in that structure above the jacks there too, that are going to go up in. Oh, you can't see me into there. There I am. I'm pointing to it. I'm going to have him weld that across there, and it should be plenty. I mean, I don't think he could have done it any better. I think he did a great job. I'm a skinny 240. Yeah, I would probably love to be 240, uh, but I really like this rack. And is that the same one you've got, PJ? Just the 2 nights? All right, that probably won't, because I just can't see driving 5.5 hours for them to say, "Oh, no, sorry, we just sold the last ticket 10 minutes ago." Uh, but anyway, I think it's going to work out good, and we'll once I get it on there, I'll do a little video for there, and also on the next live stream. Hopefully, it'll be done by the next live stream. Hey, Jake, um, I will I will show it on there, and we'll be able to show the winch, and it'll probably be fun for everybody to watch. They'll probably get a kick out of it in the campgrounds. All right. Well, have fun. Remember me, and next time if you see something like that that's within a 4 or 5 hour um, around, think about me. Send me something. Because I don't know. I guess I'm in the wrong. What I need to do is get to one of these times when I go, we'll get together and actually wrap and find out about different stuff. I'm sure that there's probably groups and stuff on Facebook and all that kind of stuff that I could probably join that would probably give me a bunch of information about what they're doing in the area. Jay saying hi to Lewis and to Tommy and to Robbie and to Ryan. And I've lost a few pounds since yesterday. Calories in the hospital. I'm hungry. Are you in the hospital? No, I'm gonna go probably. I don't know, man. My that one leg's really bugging me. Maybe I could turn this way and put it up on here. Maybe resituate myself. Put my foot up. Yeah, it's pretty swollen too. You guys don't have to see my toes, but yeah, it swollen up too. I don't know. It's weird, man. Weird. Probably because I didn't take my medicine either. I should do that. Can't hear me though. How's that? Any better? Dave, do you like the young kids these days? Just go. Yeah, exactly. You're probably right. Wife joined the Monterey RV Club on Facebook. Okay, I'm gonna check out some of the ones and see. I really want to get out with this trailer. Is the bottom line? That's uncomfortable too, but I need to get that foot up, so I'm not going to be that much longer. I don't think. Um. Uh. Let's see. I'm in the hospital. Oh, did you? I went on Capio's stream earlier. I didn't say anything. I didn't see you on there. Maybe you were on it, and I was looking for your name in the deal. It could be. Uh, well, I hope you're well. Yeah, I fell down. I don't know what Jesse did. At least I didn't break a hip because, like I told you before, I can remember when I was a kid. Old Uncle Bob fell and broke his hip. I don't want to be that old. I could have done it though. Tell you, man, I just when I've gotten older, okay, I've my feet are numb, from that whatever neuropathy or whatever it is. So I'm not as stable, and sometimes I catch the front of my flip flop. I went down on the front porch 2 months ago by that, walking up and catching the deal and right down with my GoPro, right down into the deal. But all right, cool. Appreciate that. I went to sleep. Pain meds kicked in. Well, I hope you're well, or I hope things are getting better. Or I don't know, whatever. I hope you're getting better. Uh, yeah. I thought that. I mean, when it hit, man, it felt like a knife. It cut. I go, oh man, I didn't want to look, and nothing, no blood, no nothing, and it was actually up higher, uh, the bruise, but it didn't come up for a couple of days, and now it looks worse. I should get now that I just remembered too. I didn't take my morning meds either, so probably has something to do with the swelling. Uh, Later, folks. All right, Andy. Ah, Delhi. I'm looking forward to catching this now. If you guys aren't, if you guys should subscribe to Andy or become friends on Facebook or whatever, because he does good stuff. You get to see some of the stuff that maybe you'll want to go see in the future. Dave didn't follow his own rule of pointing. Yeah, always keep the GoPro in your hand. The camera never dies. That's true. Hey, Tip, how are you? In the chat, say hi and roll out. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here in a minute here as soon as I get through here. Uh, let's see. A few months ago, I burned myself at work. Was supposed to have surgery for it, but I had bad infection, so surgery is Monday, and I'm on mad. That's what they got me on now. And what freaked me out is a bunch of people that I know, okay, that were a little bit older than me, that had diabetes and stuff like that. I didn't want this guy cutting, this infection, because I've friends that I've known. Oh yeah, I got a hole in my foot. It's been there for 9 months now. It won't heal, and I don't know if and it wasn't just one guy, like three or four people that I know. So kind of worried about that. So that's probably why I'll eat my meds and put my foot up and wait for my wife to cook me some masiman. But it it's well. I hope everything goes well for you, Jesse. Uh, let's see. Jay says I fell hard on the black ice when stepping out of my car, straight down. My kneecap hurt. Like, yeah, I got my left knee, but it wasn't that bad. I think I laid there for an hour. Young, no broken bone. Well, that's what happened to Mike's Waves too. Yeah, that's how he broke his leg or whatever it was. He cleaned off the driveway or whatever it was, and then there was a thin sheet of ice, and boom! It took I think he was down for like 3 months. Still, I guess, walks with a little bit of a deal, so he just start coming around. So I know the older you get, the longer it takes to heal, the longer it takes all this shit. Yeah. Rob's going to bed. Hey, I appreciate you sticking around. I know it's late for you. Uh, grandfather had it. Yeah, it's like weird shit. So I'm nervous every time. You know, I my feet are just weird. I don't. It sucks, man. Getting old sucks. I don't like any part of it so far. There's not one thing I could sit and wave my hand in the air. Oh, thank God I'm old because now I can't see. I can't walk. My arms don't work right. My muscles ache. Yeah, getting old just top of the frickin' heap for me, man. But I don't know. I guess I shouldn't bitch too much. I've got friends that have been gone for since they were 50. Went way early. Lot of them. Like I said, the bad part about me and what made me thinking about alcohol too, how maybe it isn't the greatest thing in the world. I'm going to say just off the top of my head, the 6, 7 friends of mine that I know that are off the top of my head that I could think of that died, 6 or 7 of them were all alcoholics, and not just lightweight alcoholics, full blown, functioning, but none the same. And they all went, as far as I'm concerned, they went way too early. Some of as early as 48, 50, 56, stuff like that. Just way too young. But hopefully I'll hang out for a while. Yeah, they couldn't massage it. It hurts just to touch that area on my shin-ish area there. I whacked it pretty good, but I got to go get one. I was thinking about if I could get through them massaging my feet, it probably would help me. I still haven't had a full massage. How long have I been in here now? 5.5 years. I still have not had a real time massage. My wife got me a neck massage when we were waiting for a bus one time coming back from Pattaya, I think. And she got me that, and that felt okay. But I was afraid with my knees and my lower back, and I didn't want this to come out of there crippled. But everybody tells me, you just got to tell them, and take it easy. And then I was, what if they're just about like everybody else? Oh yeah, okay, I understand what you're saying, but they didn't understand a damn thing I said, and they just get in there and grind. But I got to try it. 5.5 years is unacceptable. My home in the back of each chunk of welding. Oh, slag fell off on my back while I was gasping. Wow. I wouldn't even know how to pronounce that, but okay, Tip. That's what you say. We know where you are. Oh, where city is that near? There you go. Best one's called Soapy. Yeah, see, everybody's experienced that. I didn't get to. I didn't get to experience any of that. I mean, I did on my own, but it was different. We were growing up in the late '60s and '70s. It was pretty much free sex. Anything you wanted, anything here or there, but nothing here in Thailand. I got accused of it a couple of times by some trolls, saying, "Oh yeah, he's an old. I can guarantee he's an old time monger." First time I came here was in the end of 2018. Never been here before. Never knew what was going on. But thank God for it. Dave, start with the oil massage. Thai massage will hurt for a week. Okay, I will. I will take you. I will take your advice. Near Ubon. Oh, that's right. Oh, Yasuto. I heard there's a. I think it was Tom that told me there's a good hamburger joint or something there. We were supposed to meet up at one time, but We haven't yet. Yeah, too bad you weren't here for the party for the house blessing. You would have had a blast, man. It was a great party. They're still talking about it. How long ago was it? 2 months ago. They're still talking about it. Foot massage is good, but keep stick away from the sole of my feet. Yeah, I the numbness in my feet it makes it really weird if somebody touches my feet. It I'm surprised I can sleep. I can sleep. I don't usually put. I just throw a sheet over my back and maybe as far down as the middle of my thigh, and then put my feet kind of off, one off the back, one off the side, and I don't. It doesn't wake me. Put it that way. Yeah, it was. It was awesome, man. It was a good time. Good time. Uh, Thank God. Maybe if I build a third house, no, that ain't gonna happen. But I might have a party there. You never know. Like maybe on the year anniversary of that or something. Maybe I'll throw a party or a meetup. With 20, 30 people, and we'll get some entertainment and some alcohol and food. I mean, we had more food than he. They're still eating, I think, the pork and shit that we bought for that party and chicken and everything else. They had freezers full of this stuff, which thank God. I mean, they. I asked my wife. They don't eat much meat, or anything. It's a poor village deal, My aunt even up the street. I said, "What do they eat?" You know, and the rice that they only grow. It's all sticky rice, and uh, bamboo. Maybe once in a while, they have some pork or whatever, but not when we're there. We usually buy it on the way in. We take them out to barbecue, and but we haven't been going there much lately. The aunt that's here, I think I'm going to give a little extra bump to take home when she goes back to Bangkok, and we'll probably take her to a barbecue that we couldn't make into last night. Maybe this week sometime before next weekend. But it it was fun too. Let's see. That's on there and working on. Yeah, it's kind of on the way ish from Surin to Ubon. Yes, yeah, and that's what they do. Because my uncle throws the net. I have that pond on my property, which I was gonna do it just tilapia and stuff they could eat. And I figured, why not if we extra, they could eat and have fish and um, I think he's still catching. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, better wake up. Um, I think he's still catching some of them out of there. There was some tilapia and stuff in there, but I haven't seen the koi or anything in a while. Well, I haven't been there in a while. Hey, Nikki, how you doing, buddy? Wake you up? Just getting ready to close it out. Kind of. It's been an hour and 45 minutes. It's surprising. We have fun. Yeah, yeah. Better that he wakes you up than to load it on the floor. Well, I don't know where Bear is. Bear's been running out, but I think I'm going to take him and I'm gonna have him trained. Uh, he's he's still a puppy. I think he's 9 months old, but I think he would benefit and I would benefit by it. And I want to learn something too. Yeah, it does me too. That's the one thing that I want to make sure that he's broken up before I go solo camping with him and have him, take a 2 kilo dump in the trailer because I'll puke. and then I'll have puke and 2 tons in the trailer. So I want to make sure he's pretty good about it. I think now, but I don't know. But I want to train him for other two. I don't want him if I'm out, in the middle of nowhere and I see something and I want him back by me. I want to call him and I want him there. Uh, and whether it be whatever, I see a snake or something that he don't need to be in. I don't want him. Want to do it. Our people or whatever, because he's a pretty big boy. He could scare you. I think if he. I mean, he's a lover, but if he showed his teeth and stuff like that, it would be intimidating. Are you gonna? Jesus, I don't know. You're not gonna be here on the 13th, are you, Jay? I don't think you're coming back for a little while, not too long, but he's good using that long lead and recall is amazing. Yeah, I think if the first few times anyway when I take him out, I'm gonna have him on a long leash. But he gets so freaking excited, Like when I um sometimes he'll go out, they'll let him out the other door in the house, and so he's not in there. Otherwise, he'll be laying at the foot of the bed or whatever. But when he's out there, then he hears me come out and walk to the room here. He just he wants to jump, and I have to takes everything inside of me for me to just clock him, and I'll slap him, and but he still wants to come up there and grab my arm and pull me wherever the hell he wants me to go. I think he's got me trained pretty good, but he he's going to be a really good dog. But he has picked me as his person, which I believe. I don't know if a lot of people don't, but even if you got a dog that's got mom, dad, brother, sister, uncle, they all live together, they will pick one person that is basically their head pick. Um, yeah, and Bear, I don't know how much he weighs. I got to get him weighed. I want to get him in and get him. I don't know how. Oh, there he is right now, jumping on my window. So we'll let him in so you can say hi. What are you doing, boy? Come on, good boy. Come over here. Come on, sit. Good boy. Shake, shake. Good boy. All right, come on, come on. Say hi. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Say hello. Say hello. You're a good boy. Okay, down, down. Good boy. Go lay down. He's going to be a good dog. There's no doubt. Uh, yeah, he is. He's a good looking boy. No, he doesn't bite. Yeah, I think so because he does it to me and my wife, and it just and pull nothing, not aggressively or anything. Uh, he's he is he's a good one. Yeah, he's a good looking, and his mom was mom was a lab and dad was a retriever, which to me they're damn near the same dog. But I think he looks more like a lab than a retriever. But he's calming down. How old's Buddy now? Oh, he's 2.5, and still does that. So what I have to look forward to, Nick. Uh, he was a person. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, he's a good boy. I give him the attention, and I'm here a lot of the time too when everybody else is gone. So he he he's a good dog. But like I said, that I didn't know that they actually have an auction here for dogs that are trained at the I think it's police or I think it's a police academy, and that's where I think that I'm going to end up taking him. I think that's where my wife checked if I can't find something here in Surin. Um, and 80,000 baht a lab went for. The kids were watching it when we were in Khao Yai camping. They were watching it, and they have German shepherds and such too. So, uh, but I don't know, man. Shepherds are sharp too, but the labs probably. I've had two or three of them in my life, and I'm going to say they were probably the smartest species that I'd run across. Mm, take it easy there. Oh, Jay leaving? I didn't picked up. Uh, treat vendor. He loves grandma. Yeah, yeah. The my wife gives him. I mean, boy, when uh, when she goes over to where the treats that I bought him in the cabinet and get him, I got him those. They're like about this big, and they're hard like a. He eats them. It's not like a chewy thing that takes 10 minutes. He eat it in a minute and a half. But he knows, and then he just sits, waits for her, and she'll go sit. I said, baby, he's already sitting. You can't ask him to sit if he's already sitting there sitting. Oh, shake, and he's shaking. He just wants that treat more than anything else on the planet. But he loves it. Peace and love, you bet. All right, Jay, take it easy. Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, completely destroys it, man. He just, and we give one to uh, Toby, and take her. She's still eating it 30 minutes later, and him, of course, he's sitting right there looking at her because if she leaves it or moves where he thinks he can get to it, and he takes her in his mouth completely. And I said, man, you're gonna, and doesn't hurt her. She'll yelp when he's a little too rough, but I mean, completely engulfs her whole head and everything in his mouth. I'm going, and they'll play. They'll play with each other until she gets pissed off and yelps at him and says, "Leave me alone, you big bastard." But he he's gonna be. It would be kind of cool if I do the videos. I'm really kind of looking forward to them. I'm really looking forward to doing like I said, the the series or whatever you want to call them. They're probably going to be I sat and wrote this down after I finished that video yesterday or day before yesterday, and I've already got 9, 10 parts, and that was just sitting down in 10 minutes and breaking it down, and I've only got until where I was in the hospital. That was 4 years ago. So, granted, there wasn't too many highlights. Are there? There will be. Maybe there will be. I don't know. I'm going to put them out there. I really appreciate everybody watching them too. I know that, especially the people that watch this channel, they know a lot of what has happened to me and stuff like that. But I think it's gonna. You'll probably even watch them. You'll probably hear some new stuff. But like I said, the people that I'm hoping that get a hold of it and watch it are the ones that are going to want to contact me and say, really, are you full of shit? Or I'm 60 years old, I'm in the United States, I lost my significant other of 35 years a year ago, 2 years ago, and I'm just kind of waiting here to when it's time for me to go, and didn't think I had anything left, and blah 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 blah. I'd love to talk to him, love to get him, any information that I could do to help, because you know, there's certain, I don't even think, like I said before, if you're in the United States, that's the only really the one that I really know, as far as Social Security and stuff like that. And if you worked any time, in your life and worked quite a bit, you're going to be getting 2,200, 2,300 a month. And somebody will go, well, is that enough? Yeah, yeah, it is. And somebody that's when you're coming here and you're 62 or 65, let's say, and you're getting your Social Security, that's a lot of money to a Thai lady. You got to figure a good job here in Thailand, and somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. 20 to 22, 23,000 baht a month, a month, and you work 1 week, 6 days a week, and so what would that be? Let me see here. What did I say? Let's say 22,000 divided by, it was 36 today. That's $611 a month. So what is that? Divided by 4, $150 a week. Divided by 5, $30 a day. Okay. So when somebody's coming over here and they're making a month, let's say 2,300 times 36, 82,000 baht a month. It I guess, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is you don't need to have $1 million in the bank, U.S. You don't need to, you know, shower them with, gold and give them money every waking hour. If you've got that, and that's what you have to retire, you've got a little bit of a nest egg, which I would always suggest. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes you didn't. I was one of them. Sometimes you didn't plan as good as you want. I got lucky. Some people don't. Even if you have something like that, you can have quite a decent life in Thailand. Quite a decent life. And if you worked and have a pension on top of that, oh, you know, uh, they, if you're coming here to try to relax, take a deep breath, lower your blood pressure down, and stuff like that. And maybe meet somebody, because you don't know, you were with somebody for 30, 40 years. You don't know what's going to happen, but it would be nice to, in my case, my wife was my best friend. She was, talking to her. I could tell her anything, and know that it would never come out of her lips, and be told to anybody. And then talking to a woman is a totally different realm. Sometimes better than sitting down and talking with your buddies. You know, I think it's both. Both of them are good for you. To vent to. But I wanted to hear. I've been bouncing stuff off of a female for 30 years. And valued her opinion. So just to talk to a female, not that I wanted to get married or date or whatever. Just, can I buy you dinner and rap? you know, that's what I was looking for. Uh, Not even in the beginning, but after I kind of, okay, maybe there's something in this country. Maybe there's something that that I can maybe have a life. Maybe I could. I don't know for sure, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a shot. Anything that I could do to help somebody that doesn't know that, that's just waiting to die in whatever country they're in. You, if you've got even 18, 19, whatever, okay, because basically what they're looking for is that 60, let me see, 65. I don't know. You guys can, I think it's 65 or 63, 65,000 times 12, 780. So 67,000. Is that what their number is? 67,000 times 12 is 804. So basically, they're looking for that 800,000 that you could keep in the bank. That's what you got to bring in each month. That's 67,000. So if you're bringing in 80 some odd, you've got no problem with that. Let me go over here and see. All right, Nikki, thanks for stopping in. No one's speaking in the chat. Yeah, a lot of people watch, which is cool. I got no problem with that. Like I said, it took me a while, Nick, when I first started watching it, for me to feel confident enough to say, "Hey, what about my visa?" Or, Yeah, what about doing that? It I wasn't I wasn't real hep on doing it. People will, which is cool. Social Security and pension gets a lot further in Thailand. That's for sure, and that's not taking in the 401. Yeah, like I said, what I bring in, and I've got a house payment, two car payments. Granted, I put a lot of money down on the vehicles. Um, give my wife money to run the house. Give my mother-in-law money just because she's needs it, and so like that. And I bring in usually about 3,000, about 100,000 baht a month, and that's for me to have 30,000 to do whatever I want to. So, yes, you can live here. I did that video. It's not a great video, but I think it's on $1,853 dollars because that's what I started with, and I work quite a bit, but I think it's even better than that. You might even be better than 22 or 23, but you got to be up in the right around that 18 to be able to meet the for the retirement visa. But you can, and that's with traveling, and you don't need to go to 5-star hotels. And would it be great every once in a while? Sure. Do I need to? No. If I have the money, I'd like to, but I don't need to. Would it be nice to me to jump in a brand new truck and drive to Ko Chang or drive to Pattaya? Yeah, that would be cool. But versus paying 500 baht, 15, 12, $14 to take a bus somewhere, and then you can get a very, very nice hotel for 800 to 1,000 baht, and might even get a breakfast out of it. So you could go away for the weekend. You got two, maybe three, 4,000 baht, 5,000 baht. You know, and do that once a month. Go to a different place. You want to go cheaper? Take a train. You're not in a hurry. Take a train. I think you can go from uh, Bangkok to Hua Hin for $1.80 or something, a buck and a half, uh, ridiculously cheap. So, like I said, I would be surprised if somebody came to me and say, "Yeah, you're praising this," and I've got me and 30 other friends. We come there. The place is crap. I couldn't live there. I'd be somebody's lying to me. I'd be really confused. I'm confused. Why? Oh, I just don't like it. No, you're gonna have to do better than that. There's not a bunch here that I could see that you don't like. You know, so I don't know. It's weird. My wife is one of the good ones, very frugal. Yeah, that's it. My wife never thought that she'd be able to have a house, and this was her property. So on her money, her salary from the government, she bought this piece of property. Right now, it's worth probably 800, 700. These little slivers of land here, because they're close to the government center. They're in a nice, quiet. It's nice, for over here. Um, but how she did it and how she did, and I'll go into the videos on how my wife is up on a pedestal up here because she's freaking awesome. But that's the way it is. I mean, she wouldn't. Does she love being able to eat and do what she wants to? Sure. Does she blame me for gaining 2 or 3 kilos? Yeah, sure she does. I wouldn't be able to eat if you didn't give me money. Yeah, that isn't true. But she took care of 2 kids in private school. I'll go into that more in depth. You guys have heard it before, but somebody that's listening in, and if you watch the deals, I'll tell you. And do I think that my wife is a real exception to the rule? No, I think she's more of a common factor here because like I said, 40, 45 years old, I think is a perfect age for somebody that's 55, 65, uh, um, for for somebody to spend time with, probably better health than you. uh, you know I think it's a good age, and their age is that probably 99% of the women out there that are 42, 3, 4, their kids are old and off. Okay, off and gone. So you could travel and do that kind of stuff. They're probably still going to be maybe supporting their mom and dad, their grandma and grandpa. So have that in mind, that you might need 8, 10,000 baht, maybe more, depending on how much they give them. But I don't think it's an exception. Like I said, man, everything that I see, you give them this much of anything, respect, love, and you get back this gigantic amount is what I've seen. Okay. Will it be different for you? Sure it will. But like I said, I think it's more of a common deal that they're very decent, loving, caring people. And like I said, you can tell. Okay. My wife still asks me, did you eat? Did you take your medicine? If they're asking you if you've eaten and do you want something to eat, they probably love you. But and mine still does to this day, and probably will till the day I die. And it's sincere. I mean, I think I can tell. Like I said, if she was the one and pulled the wool over my eyes and was going to take all this stuff and do that, I'd have to give her a little bit extra because she went above and beyond uh, any kind of acting that could have been on this planet. She's a good woman, and they're out there, and I just feel bad for what I would have done. I would have just sat at home. I know it. I would have died because I would have got sick and I wouldn't have went to the doctor. But even if I lived, I'd just be sitting on it. And there's so much stuff to do. Even if you're an old bastard like me and overweight and can't walk 3 miles a day, and you can still jump on an airplane and fly to some island or Krabi or different places and spend a nice time and walk down to the beach and have good dinners and lunches and just enjoy yourself. So anyway, there's Jake. Yeah, and that's a decent wage here, Joe. Uh, Alaskan John, how you doing? What did I miss anything or no? Let's see. That was the last one I said because I remember saying that. And they're content, right, Ralph? I mean, my wife wouldn't. She didn't need another house. I was the one that said I want to build you this house. This is her house. She wanted this one. We drew it on a napkin. What we wanted. We took it all the way up through. There's a loan against it. Um, Now the house in Ubon was out of pocket. That is paid, signed, sealed, delivered, done. That's for her and the family and everybody else, and for us, to go there or whatever. But it doesn't have to be, something that. First off, I think most Thai women are just like any women. They, oh boy, when I grow up, I want to have a house and this and that. Wouldn't that be awesome? And it's more like a pipe dream to them. It's a dream, but we know it's probably not going to happen. Even with my wife, I never thought that I would have a house. Would I have a koi pond? Would I have a pool? Would on a little piece of property? No, she never thought that she would. So yeah, if a decent, if it would have been a bigger piece of property, I probably would have built a 2 or 3 uh, bedroom, single story building, smaller, whatever. Uh, and I could have built 1 bedroom, and she'd have been happy. It would have been nice to have room for her mom and dad. But it's just, I don't know. It's here for the taking. I think that the women are, for the most part, honorable, and um, they want to have a better life, which some people get annoyed. Guys, I've heard it. Oh, they want some money. Oh, yeah. Do you? Do you want money? If I hand you $1,000, you're gonna take it or just say no? Keep your money. No, they want a better life. They're just like anybody else, but they're willing. They're not gonna. They're not gonna. Oh, I hate this person, but I'm gonna do it because I can have a better life, and I'm just gonna be miserable for the 10, 20 years that I'm gonna be. I don't think that's the truth. I think what the truth is, they just want to be comfortable know that their parents are taken care of if they were working. And sure, why not? They like you. Maybe they're going to love you. I don't know. You know, that's between you and the person. But they know that they're going to get to go travel, and they like your company, and they like going out to eat, and you know, uh, to to know now. Me looking back on it, going, thank God I was, smart enough to not listen to everybody. Listen to everybody. Yes, you should, and then make the decision yourself. You don't need to. It's pretty easy to tell. If they say, "Can I find anybody on a dating site?" Sure, you can. Just be smart about it. If they, oh, hello, yeah, my name's Dave. How are you? Oh, I'm doing fine. Can I have 10,000 baht? My mom's sick. Oh, I don't know. We'll talk about it again. Click, and go on to the next. You know, for the most part, you should know, right? Gut feeling. Now, if you're a 65-year-old guy and you're just smitten by a 19-year-old little girl, you know, that just thinks just loves you, and yeah, oh, well, she takes money from me, but she loves me. Well, maybe you're a little naive. You know, uh, could it be? Sure, it's what you feel in your gut. But if you're doing this every 5 seconds, you might want to evaluate. And it's not like you need to jump into anything or make a quick split-second decision on this or that. Relax. take a take a deep breath. Go enjoy yourself. Like I said, try to be honest. I don't think it's fair for the ladies that if you're just you know running amok, uh, they should know to a certain extent. You don't want to completely, you know, crucify yourself, but just say, I don't know. I'd like to get to know you. You seem like a good person. I'd like to travel a little bit. Would you be into that? But like I said before, might last a week, might last a month, might last 10 years. I don't know. It would be up to me and you, but I don't want you to be completely, devastated or whatever 2 weeks from now and say, you know what, you're a nice lady, but you're not what I'm not what I'm looking for. I think honesty would be good in that instance. I think. Let's see. Did I blow by everyone? Very content. Good. Her being content makes me content. Exactly. Yeah, it is, and like I say, no matter how much I try to give to my wife, and I want her to have everything. I want the kids to have everything. I still get back tenfold on whatever it is. Just amazing. And like I said, in the that series deal, I'll go into more of what my family did for me, what Thailand's done for me, um, just little aspects. And like I said, if it gets somebody to come in and going, really, my life isn't over. I lost my wife, and it doesn't have to be over. No, no, it doesn't. In fact, you could have quite a good life. Uh, is it going to be different than what you had? Sure, it is. You know, but once you get to the point where you've accepted what had happened to you, and let me be real honest with that, it's only acceptance. You never get over uh, something like that of being with somebody for 30, 40 years. You don't get over that. You learn how to live with it, accept it, and hopefully you can move on to where you can find somebody to uh, to love and to have a good partner and a good woman. It can happen. I'm one of them, and there's probably 15 or 20 of them in here now that feel the same way. So, all right, we went on 2 hours and 15 minutes now. When was I going to stop? An hour and 30 minutes. But if you could, like I said, thanks for watching the one. You guys are actually, because I don't get that many views on videos, and I think that let's see. I think that it's gotten, let's see, where are you? 230 views. That's a lot for me. Um, um, that's good. I'm perfectly happy with that. And if somebody could share it, and somebody has a friend, and at least one of those persons knows somebody, and they get in contact and can get them out of that, try to get them out of a funk that they're in, and let them know that it is possible. There is something I can do, and maybe they can find it in Thailand. I don't know, but I'd like to at least do these. And like I said, there's probably going to be just scratching them down for the 10 minutes. I have 10 of them, uh, so um, probably 20 or 30. Who knows? And maybe no one will watch after the first two or three, but I think they will. I think it's interesting stuff. I'd said it before. I don't think 15 minutes was too long, and I try to keep them all about that 15 minutes or so. Uh, and anyway, have fun with it, and maybe some people can have a more enjoyable life out of it. All right, as I had said before, Richard of Richard Travels did both my intro and my outro for these live streams, and I heard he's doing better. I'm glad to hear that. Hopefully, I'll get to see him and meet him sometime in Thailand. Here would be awesome. So, thumbs up to you, Richard. And I got it on the outro. Everybody have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the next one.